Hi guys, welcome back to my Seoul Day 2 and kind of 3 vlog. Today I am headed off to Hongdae, which I did return to the day after this, and it is a very far train ride, but it was very cool and comfortable in there. As we are going up the escalators, here is our site into Hongdae. And actually we ended up taking the bus in the wrong direction, so here's a pretty view of the bridge from the bus ride, at least. And I also saw PLAZA on this sign, which I love to see, but I will unfortunately not be in the area to see their concert. So sad. They're getting me right as I fly out. No. But anyway, as we got back into Hongdae, I learned that I could have actually... my Felix. I could have actually just taken the train. I didn't need to take a bus at all, so I would recommend just using the subway line to Hongdae University Station to get here. Here is the main street, and we got our portrait done at that little caricature shop. It's very nice and very well known. The ladies there were super sweet, so I would definitely recommend getting your portrait done or even a mini photo card of you. And then I saw the Smurf Magical Force Museum, which I could not believe. It is just so funny to me. I don't know why it exists, but it does. And then I hit this anime store, which I didn't film a lot of, but it was really nice, and I got a haul from there that I will show at the end. And there is also a vintage store off to the side of Hongdae. It's on the same street as Popmart if you're in the area for that. The prices in here were really good, so I would recommend coming in for some handmade goods and souvenirs to bring back. There's so much to see in Hongdae, but if you are traveling here, I would really recommend downloading the Subway Lines app and also Google Maps and Naver Maps. Just use them all in tandem. And then Siri, play Take Me to the King, because I am at the giant Hongdae Popmart. You saw in my last video that I went to this mini Popmart, but this is my true, official, real store Popmart, and it was huge. It had 3 floors and had things that I didn't even know existed, to be honest. I got a ton of stuff here, and you can watch all of my unboxing of the individual boxes on my reels. I got one of those too. I thought they were kind of creepy but also kind of cute, and maybe I'll go back for another one. I don't know how I feel about her yet, but they had everything, 3 floors worth. The second floor was also shopping, but the third floor, and they were out of the stitch again, but the third floor is a museum. And here's me outside of the store with a ginormous Popmart bag. If I didn't look like a tourist before, I definitely do now. Then we made our way back up the street to go to AK Plaza because I needed to go to the Animate. So, Siri, can you play Daddy's Home by Usher, because I am about to see the most beautiful store I have ever laid eyes on in my life. I may not be a Gojo girl, but at this shop there was a ton of Jujutsu Kaisen merch, and it was very expensive. I will probably be picking up more stuff at the Animates in Japan, but I cannot even express with words how big this floor was. There was an Ichiban Kuji area, there was secondhand, there was the Animate store right there, everything I wanted to see and needed. This store was packed, and I felt like I could barely film. Here's just a once-over of the area right when you walk in. This is only right when you walk in. There was so much stuff, and it was so hard not to buy some things because the prices weren't horrible, but they weren't great, and I wasn't going to spend that much money on stuff I didn't need this early on. That being said, I still did get some stuff in this Black Butler section, which you'll see at the end. And here's me returning home. I was sweating. I was exhausted. It was no joke. But it was awesome. And then I went back the next day, and there was a cinema roll cafe. I didn't go in the cafe, but I did go in the shop, which was so cute. They had this alien stage pop up. I just wanted to explore more. And here's more footage of the anime inside. This was the manga section. I did pick up some manga books, which I will show my haul at the end here. And if you walk outside the building, you can see these cute characters lining up that sort of convenience store, and then there's a ton of anime characters and video game characters on the right side. Then I went into a separate anime cafe in Hongdae. This guy was filming behind me. I don't know if he's a celebrity, but there was like 3 cameras around him. And then I walked out and I saw K-pop Square, which was mostly just BT21, but they also had like Zero Base One with their new hands, so I think this was like a very new location. But I mostly walked over here for Sylvanian Families, which is what I saw across the way, and it was not even close to the price that I wanted. I thought to myself, maybe it's less money here. No, it's exactly the same amount of money. So I will be getting them in Japan. But they had these cute stairs, and I was glad that I went inside. But now it was seriously time to go home. Oh, just kidding. I saw a Miniso as I was walking to the station because it's right outside. So I went in because I can. And I really did not want to buy more at this point. After all of that, I really did not need to buy anything ever again. They did have a giant Harry Potter and Stitch section though. They had some Stitch stuff similar to the pop-up that's in the Mall of America right now. And there was a lot of Barbie too, which I was surprised to see. And I think it's funny to see Minions. The Care Bears were so cute and fluffy. And of course, the blind box section. But anyway, let's look at the Animate haul that I got the other day. I noticed that a lot of the animes were very variously priced. They didn't have as big of a blue lock section as I would have liked. I couldn't even find Sai Itoshi, which actually broke my heart because that's all I wanted. But I did find Bachira and Rin, so I got 2 out of my top 3 boys. Other than that, I got this Kenma. The Haikyuu section was insane, absolutely insane. And I got a ton of stuff from Black Butler because it was much cheaper than the other stuff. And Celebration, I finally pulled Green Hill. And look, I did it again. After all of that time pulling the Black Butler cards and never getting him, how lucky am I to get these 3 pins because they are so cute. I also got some manga while I was there. I got this one of Seoul. I got these 2 blue lock pins from, not Animate, from the other store though. And I'm so happy I got 2 of my 3 favorite characters. And I also got this single Bachira acrylic stand. The acrylic stands were so expensive, but I just need one of him. Then I got some Windbreaker special editions. And I was just as exhausted the next day, but I will see you tomorrow.